Now let's be honest here. This fight has been one of the most built-up fights, not just in One Piece, in anime and fiction in general. I've never seen a fight so built up since the Punk Hazard arc, and probably further than that. Earlier on in the One Piece story, it has been hyped up, but we just haven't really noticed it. And now we're seeing openings where Kaido's being there. We're seeing different moments. I'm just telling you guys right now, this fight has definitely been one of the most hyped up fights, and I think it's gonna be worth it because we know the creator of One Piece said that the Wano arc he's so excited to make, and we know Kaido is probably going to be one of the bigger components of the Wano arc. That's where he resides right now, and Luffy's biggest adversary is gonna be Kaido. He's a Yonko. He can't be killed. This is gonna be the first time where we actually look at Luffy, and after this fight, we're gonna look at him totally different. It's gonna be a changing fight when it comes to our perspective, and I'm so hyped to talk about it. Let's get it. Now, I want to look back at the history of Luffy and battling opponents that are pretty much hyped up. I think one of the first ones that was hyped up, yes, the East Blue opponents, there was a little bit of hype, but when we got to the Grand Line, Crocodile, pretty much from Reverse Mountain to Whiskey Peak into Little Garden into Drum Kingdom to all these arcs, yes, Crocodile was being hyped up as the warlord, and this guy was like, okay, this guy is way out of our league, we gotta watch it. And Luffy, when he battled Crocodile, he faced him 3 times. Yes, he faced Crocodile 3 times, and this was a kind of a foreshadowing to how Luffy's battles in the future would be. We look at Enies Lobby with Luffy versus Lucci. Now, Luffy versus Lucci, I kind of see it as 2 battles that they had, Water 7 and then Enies Lobby. Yes, 2 separate arcs, but I kind of combined them, and these 2 battles were very important because Luffy changed drastically in these battles. With the Crocodile fight, Luffy was still the same fighter, but he just used a different technique, not a different technique, he used a different strategy to fight Crocodile. With Luffy versus Lucci, Luffy actually got power up, so this fight, even though I had only 2 fights, it definitely was changing. And finally, one of the most recent fights we just witnessed, Luffy versus Doflamingo. There's about 3 battles with Luffy versus Doflamingo. The first battle where Doflamingo punked him, and then the second battle where Luffy and Doflamingo are going at it, the Conquer Saki clash, and then Gear 4th, and then again, actually it might be 4 battles if you can count Gear 4th again with the King Kong gun. But all 3 of these battles I just mentioned are gonna be foreshadowing, or just we're gonna see this kind of the similarities with the Kaido battle with Luffy. So I'm very excited, I'm very hyped, and let me discuss the first battle which I see happening with the Yonko. Something that is making me go crazy right now. Yes, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it's making me go crazy. It's very spooky, but if you think about it, Eustace Kid has been captured by Kaido. X-Drake is working under Kaido. Apu is now working under Kaido. Killer and Hawkins, they were in a situation revolving around Kaido. Capone and Law and Zoro are now with Luffy, who's going all the way to Kaido. Arujo was just witnessing Kaido jumping off a Sky Island, and Bonnie is on a Winter Island, and guess where Kaido is? On a Winter Island. It's kind of making everything connect to a Worst Generation meetup. Yes, a Worst Generation meetup in the arc of Wano. Is this one of the many reasons why Oda is so excited to make this arc? Probably. And I think this is going to be the round 1 versus Kaido. I can see a situation where multiple Worst Generation members go and battle Kaido. I think that's why Kaido, the first battle, is going to be so hype and entertaining. It could be a situation where Kaido has like a fan service moment where it shows how strong of a character he really is. When we see all these hype Worst Generation members can really do nothing to Kaido, that's where I see the first battle going, and Luffy taking his first loss, leading a lot of these Worst Generations in this battle. The fact that Kaido is so durable, and probably people, if you question that Kaido is so durable, we saw in his introduction how many times they try to torture him, like they try to kill him, like they try to guillotine him, they try to skewer him, they try to hang him. You can't do that to Kaido. He's too durable. You can't kill him. So Kaido is so durable, it's gonna be a huge problem for Luffy, and that's why I think of these 3 battles that happened with Crocodile, Luffy, Lucci, and Doflamingo. I'm thinking Kaido, there's definitely be multiple battles. The fact that he's so durable, I don't think Luffy's going to defeat him in 1 battle, and he's going to need a lot of help in multiple of these battles with Kaido. Gecko, Moria. You're probably thinking, Why are you mentioning Gecko Moria? He passed away. Doflamingo and the pacifistas killed him by the orders of someone like Sengoku. Well, that's what Moria thought was gonna happen, but no, it was higher up. Some people say CP0, some people say the Celestial Dragons. We're not too sure right now, but yes, Doflamingo did have orders to kill Gecko Moria, probably because this is how he was performing as a warlord. But I do want to say this: Gecko Moria did not die. The creator of One Piece has alluded that Absalom saved Gecko Moria. And what did Doflamingo say in the actual story? Gecko Moria, I didn't kill him. He just vanished right in front of my eyes. Who has the power to make someone vanish right in front of your eyes? The man who can turn other people invisible. Gecko Moria's underling, Absalom. So definitely, Gecko Moria is definitely confirmed to be alive. He's probably chilling in the New World. And we know Gecko Moria has been in the New World and has had his dreams crushed by a character we're talking about today in this video, Kaido. He has history with him. And honestly, we saw Gecko Moria, his whole crew died because of Kaido. His whole ideology changed because of Kaido. Instead of relying on his own powers, he now relies on others' powers. And just look at this. In the Thriller Bark arc, Gecko Moria was using a character known as Oz, a very powerful character, a very huge character, to actually try to help him become Pirate King. Oz looks similar to Kaido. Is there a connection there? I think so. We also got to remember this. If Luffy and Moria team up in a situation against Kaido, we could see the return of a fan favorite transformation, Nightmare Luffy. I think Nightmare Luffy might be involved in one of these battles, might be the second battle with Kaido, but I still think that Nightmare Luffy will also fail. It will have armor and haki, and it'll have gear set, many crazy moves, but I just think it will not be successful against Kaido. But I do think it's going to be an information overload, and we probably will get a flashback between Kaido and Gecko Moria. It's gonna be pure hype. Now let's just talk about the Doflamingo fight for a quick second. King Kong Gun. Yes, that amazing attack. Luffy's greatest attack in my personal opinion was done on Doflamingo to defeat him. And this is a Doflamingo who's already beaten and battered. Now, imagine Kaido, a healthy Kaido probably, or not healthy Kaido, a Kaido who's just been in a battle who takes a King Kong gun. First, Luffy has to be fast enough to actually get the attack off, and I just don't think that will take down Kaido. So Luffy will definitely need something bigger. People are saying cough cough, gear 5th, gear 6th, I even heard gear 7 to be honest, and reverse gear. But honestly, I think that Luffy is going to go down a different direction. Yes, I'm talking about awakening. Luffy is a battle genius. I think I said this in probably over 100 videos about Luffy. I just keep on repeating, and the reason why I repeat this is because we've seen in a lot of his major battles with Crocodile, how he learned how to use, like he understood how to get Crocodile's weakness and actually fight against him. We also know this against in Doflamingo, where I'll tell you right now, Doflamingo showed him awakening. Doflamingo showed him awakening, and I think that from the fact that when Luffy fought Lucci and Bluno in Water 7 and learned Gear 2nd, I think the same thing could be done with Luffy seeing awakening Doflamingo. And we know awakening is probably most likely being hyped up since the Crocodile moment, because Crocodile said to Luffy, you're a rookie, you need to master your Delphi, you don't know anything about that. And Crocodile, people have been theorized that he had awakening too, something that's been foreshadowed since Alabasta, used against Kaido. Awakening, I think it's gonna happen. I think Luffy's gonna learn it. He's a battle genius, I don't doubt him. Aokiji versus Akainu. Now you're probably thinking, man, Max, you're going all over the place. Why the hell are you bringing Akainu versus Aokiji? And the reason why I'm bringing Akainu versus Aokiji, I think they both used awakening in their battle during the time skip, and they're probably thinking, why didn't they use it in Marineford? That would be a great way to use it, because Marineford had a lot of Marines on their side, and I think that's the same reason why Whitebeard didn't use awakening, because awakening, we've seen Doflamingo use it, and it affects everything around you. A lot of people theorized that Magellan used it. We saw it affected people around him. The poison was going from spreading from one person to another if they just touched it. I think that they didn't, Akainu, Aokiji didn't use it, awakening in Marineford, because they didn't want their own people to die because of that crazy attack. But on Punk Hazard, they can use it because it was just only them two on the island, and that's where the island environment changed. That's just a theory of mine. It hasn't been confirmed, but that's just a theory of mine that I'm speculating. I think that actually happened. Now we also have to look at Luffy and Kaido. In their battle, Kaido might awaken his Del Fruit. We don't know what it is. I'm assuming a mythical zone, but we do not know what his Del Fruit is. And Luffy probably will awaken his Del Fruit, the Goma Goma no Mi, taking it to the next level. But it has to be island level. This battle has to be island level, and our island has to change from this battle. Madam Shirley, Fishman Island. it will be destroyed. That was her prediction. She predicted Whitebeard's death, and it happened. She's pretty much 100% when it comes to her prediction. And it was crazy because when we left the Fishman Island arc, she was like, oh, it didn't happen. She expected Luffy to destroy Fishman Island. It did not happen. Her prediction was wrong, but I don't think prediction was wrong. I think it's just going to happen in the future. Luffy, yes, he went in, he was trying to destroy the Noah, all that, but Luffy is going to be successful in not destroying the Noah and destroying Fishman Island in a final battle. I mentioned multiple battles: a Worst Generation battle with Kaido, a Nightmare Luffy battle with Kaido, an Awakening battle with Kaido. But I think the final battle with Kaido is going to be where Luffy has grown enough to fight Kaido. Now, he's probably going to have a little bit of help because Kaido's a Yonko. And if Luffy defeats Kaido 1v1 by himself, he pretty much is going to be a lot stronger than a lot of top tiers. And I think that Oda doesn't make that happen because there's so much more story left. But I feel like this final arc in Fishman Island, well, not arc, but this final battle in Fishman Island, we know Caribou is right now under Caribou is a character who was learned about the ancient weapon. He was eavesdropping. X-Drake captured him, if you guys did not know. X-Drake is now working under Kaido. Caribou is now probably with Kaido. Caribou probably spilled the beans on the ancient weapon. Kaido had just lost all his gravy trains, all his great things that he had with Doflamingo helping him. His smile. Kaido might go after the ancient weapon, Shirahoshi, and that might be his reason why he goes to Fishman Island. I think that there's going to be an evacuation of every single fishman on that island. They're going to go all the way to the, they're going to go leave the sea. And that's what they're pretty much, what was her name? Otahime's dream. And probably going to use the Noah. They're going to get the help by Shirahoshi summoning all the Sea Kings. I'm telling you right now, Luffy vs. Kaido, Fishman Island, amazing. Now, the last thing I want to talk about when it comes to Luffy versus Kaido, I mentioned so much Worst Generation members, but there's one Worst Generation member I did not mention, and that guy's name is Marshall D. Teach Blackbeard. I've made multiple videos already about the situation, but I believe that Blackbeard will actually enter the Luffy versus Kaido battle, but not during the battle, not in the beginning of the battle, when the battle is pretty much finished and Kaido is pretty much defeated. I don't think Kaido will actually be dead. He'll just be defeated, and he will have completed his greatest war the world's ever seen. The impact of destroying Fishman Island. Fishman Island is right under the world government, Mary Jawal, all that crazy stuff. So many things have been impacted. The Yonko has been taken down by another character, Luffy. But Blackbeard's gonna be there, and Blackbeard has an ability to steal Devil Fruits. What if he steals Kaido's Devil Fruit, and that's the final way for Kaido to pass away and leave this pretty much planet, his Earth, and die? That's a crazy way that might happen. I made a video already about this way back. I called it Blackbeard killed Kaido. I got a lot of dislikes, but that might be how Blackbeard gets stronger and very overpowered. Because in the story, Luffy's in, look how much trouble he had against Kaido in this battle. Imagine fighting Blackbeard, who already has Kaido's Devil Fruit. It's going to be too OP. It's going to be incredible, and this might be the motivation for Luffy to even get stronger even if he got some help defeating Kaido. So crazy stuff there. Tell me your thoughts in the comments section. What do you think about Luffy vs. Kaido? This is kind of like my speculation video. I know a lot of people hate when I speculate on these kind of things, but I'm gonna be honest here. I'm a One Piece YouTuber. I gotta speculate sometimes. I know most of the times I do How Strong videos and discussion videos like that, but today I thought I'd talk about Luffy vs. Kaido. I was very hyped for some reason today. I don't know why, but this whole week I've been hyped about Wano for some reason. But yeah, tell me your thoughts in the comment section, because I love reading you guys' comments. It even gets me more excited.